Everybody wants to live a carefree, happy, and easy life, to fall in love and have amazing relationships, to look perfect and make money and be popular and well respected and admired and a total baller, to the point where people part like the Red Sea when they walk into the room. Everyone would like that. It's easy to like that. What's up everybody? Welcome to the video. My name is Tanvir Ahmed, and hey, consider subscribing if you haven't already to upgrade yourself and your relationships to the next level. If I ask you, what do you want out of life? And you say something like, I want to be happy and have a great family and a job I like. It's so common that it doesn't even mean anything. A more interesting question, perhaps a question that you've never considered before, is what pain do you want in your life? What are you willing to struggle for? Because that seems to be a greater determinant of how our lives turn out to be. Everybody wants to have an amazing job and financial independence, but not everyone is willing to suffer through 60-hour work weeks. In other words, people want to be rich without the risks, without the sacrifice, without the delayed gratification necessary to accumulate wealth. Everybody wants an awesome relationship, but not everyone is willing to go through the tough conversations, the awkward silences, the hurt feelings, and the emotional psychodrama to get there. And so they settle. They settle and wonder what if for years and years, until the question turns from what if into was that it? Because happiness requires struggle. The positive is a side effect of handling the negative. You can only avoid negative experiences for so long until they come rushing back into your life. At the core of all human behavior, our needs are more or less similar. Positive experiences are easy to handle. It's the negative experiences that we all, by definition, struggle with. Therefore, what we get out of life is not determined by the good feelings we desire, but by what bad feelings we're willing and able to sustain to get us to those good feelings. People want an amazing physique, but you don't end up with one unless you legitimately appreciate the pain and physical stress that comes with living inside a gym for hour upon hour. People want to start their own business or become financially independent, but you don't end up a successful entrepreneur unless you find a way to appreciate the risks, the uncertainty, the repeated failures, and working insane hours on something you have no idea whether will be successful or not. People want a partner, a spouse, but you don't end up attracting someone amazing without appreciating the emotional turbulence that comes with weathering rejections. It's part of the game of love. You can't win if you don't play. What determines your success isn't what do you want to enjoy. The question is, what pain do you want to sustain? The quality of your life is not determined by your positive experiences. Rather, it's determined by your negative experiences. And to get good at dealing with negative experiences is to get good at dealing with life. There's a lot of crappy advice out there that says, you've just gotta want it enough. Everybody wants something and everybody wants something enough. They just aren't aware of what it is they want, or rather, what they want enough. Because if you want the benefits of something in life, you have to also want the costs. If you want the beach body, you have to want the sweat, the soreness, the early mornings, and the hunger pangs. If you want the yacht, you also have to want the late nights, the risky business moves, and the possibility to piss off a person or 10,000. If you find yourself wanting something month after month, year after year, yet nothing happens and you never come any closer to it, then maybe what you actually want is a fantasy, an idealization, an image, and a false promise. Maybe what you want isn't what you want, and you just enjoy the act of wanting. Maybe you don't want it at all. Do you want the reward and not the struggle? Do you want the result and not the process? Are you in love not with the fight but only with victory? Because life doesn't work that way. Pleasure is the easy question, and pretty much all of us have similar answers. The more interesting question is the pain. What is the pain that you want to sustain? That answer will actually get you somewhere. It's the question that can change your life. It's what makes me, me, and you. It's what defines us and separates us, but ultimately brings us together. Who you are is defined by the values you're willing to struggle for. People who enjoy the struggle of a gym are the ones who get in good shape. People who enjoy long weekends and the politics of the corporate ladder are the ones who move up the ladder. People who enjoy the stresses and uncertainty of the starving artist lifestyle are ultimately the ones who live it and make it. This is not a call for willpower or grit. This is not another person saying no pain, no gain. This is the most simple and basic component of life. Our struggles determine our success. So choose your struggles wisely, my friend. Thank you for watching. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe and turn on the bell notification to get notified every time I publish a new video. And as always, I'll see you next Thursday.